Hey guys, Funk Roberts from FunkMMA.com, FunkRobertsFitness.com, and today I'm super excited to bring you my new kettlebell finisher. I'm here at Brampton Muay Thai and I just finished putting together a Kettlebell 120 finisher workout that I'm going to share with you. Man, I love kettlebells. Probably the #1 piece of equipment that I would take anywhere, even if I was stranded on an island. Why is that? Because with kettlebells, you can train so much, whether it's power, strength, cardio, fat loss, muscle growth, core strength, explosiveness, anything you need, flexibility, mobility, you can use with the kettlebell. And that's why I love using it. If you're not using them, I advise you to start. Anyways, like I said before, I just finished a kettlebell finisher. I finished training and I wanted to end off with a finisher. Finisher is a 3 to 10 minute workout that you do after your training session to help drain that tank. And I like using it not only to physically drain the tank, but mentally it puts you in a different state. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna share with you my Kettlebell 120. I'm gonna take you through each exercise, explaining each exercise. Let's get started right now. Okay, so our first exercise we're doing is the kettlebell swing. And with the kettlebell swing, you're doing 20 reps. Now, I love this exercise because it is the granddaddy of them all. It's a posterior chain exercise. So unlike what people think, this is a lower body exercise. So you're using your posterior chain, which is your glutes and your hips predominantly, to swing the kettlebell up. You have the kettlebells hanging onto those kettlebells. So they're literally, your arms are just a fulcrum. So you're not swinging your arms up and down. The power is coming from the lower body. So you see, as I'm swinging, I'm using my hips and my squeezing at the glutes at the top, letting the kettlebell fall down, and then exploding up as fast as I can. It's a violent and explosive movement, but it's awesome to build that explosive and posterior power. The next exercise are kettlebell cleans. Now with this exercise, you'll be doing 10 reps, and I like this exercise as it's a slight pull exercise. So you'll see here that I'm swinging the kettlebell a bit, again using the same slight movement as the kettlebell, but I'm keeping my elbows tight and cleaning it into the rack position. Once I'm in the rack position, you want to make sure that you flex your core, keep that core tight, let the kettlebell move back, and then again, using that posterior chain and the glutes to get the kettlebell up. The key here is keeping that core tight, keeping that core engaged throughout the full movement. But again, cleans are a great pull exercise. The next exercise we have are the goblet squats. Now we're doing 20 reps of this exercise. So the first two exercises we focused on posterior. Now the anterior and lower body are going to come into play. With the goblet squat, you're holding the goblet up high, like a goblet, like you're holding a glass or a cup. But because you're holding it up high, your body wants to tilt forward. And in order not to tilt forward, you're going to have to engage the core. Keep that core tight so your body is straight. From there, we lower ourselves into a squat all the way down as deep as we can, keeping the knees pointed out, and you're going deep. I call it ass to grass. You want to get as low as possible. Then explode up using those heels. So make sure the heels are on the ground, exploding up. As soon as you come up, you're back down. So as you can see, you're going up and down, using your heels, keeping the core tight, keeping the goblet high. So the next exercise we're doing are kettlebell cleans. Now again, I love this exercise, but we're changing it up this time. This time we're doing a hang clean. So we're pulling from the bottom. Now the key here is keeping the elbow tight as you pull. Your elbow is gonna want to flare out, but you gotta focus on keeping the elbow tight. Again, using the posterior chain to pull the kettlebell up into the rack position and keeping the core tight. Let that kettlebell drop down from the hang and pull up as fast as you can and as powerful as you can to get it into the hang position. Next exercise, I like this variation. So push-up variation, you're doing 20 reps, that's 10 reps a side. Now I really like this variation because one side's elevated. So because the kettlebell is shaped in the way it is, right away, once you get into that push-up position, your whatever arm is on the kettlebell needs to work a little bit harder. So the shoulder stability, your core stability, everything is fired up. Again, you're going to do this the same as you'll do any push-up, regular push-up, keeping your body straight, lowering yourself down, exploding up in the push-up at the top and lowering back down. But again, you're really going to have to work that arm and focus on keeping that arm tight, the one that's on the kettlebell, because again, it's going to want to flare back and forth. So really focus on keeping the arm tight, pushing down into the ground on the kettlebell, and then moving up and down, just like you would a regular push-up. You do 10 one arm, and then move to the other arm and do 10. Second last exercise is the Kettlebell Goblet Lunge. Now we'll be doing 20 reps for this one, 10 reps aside. I love this exercise. Again, it's a little variation of the lunge because this time we're stepping back. But we still have the same thing with a goblet squat. We're holding up the kettlebell high, which means our body wants to lean forward, so we got to stay up, keep the core tight, and then we step back. Now the key here with this exercise is using that front leg to push up when you step back up and then drop back on that other leg. So again, you're alternating from one to the other, but again, keeping the core tight, using that front leg to push up, keeping the heels on the ground, and exploding up. Okay, so that was the Kettlebell 120, but I got one more for you. It's that final burnout, and that burnout is, what else? Burpees. So we've done the 120 reps. I know you did well, but now we're gonna crush it with 60 seconds of burpees, and you're going non-stop. So our body's gonna be tired, our muscles are gonna be tired, our endurance is gonna be shot, but we wanna push through this with this final exercise. So again, burpees, full body metabolic workout and metabolic exercise. You're going back as fast as you can, exploding up, but make sure when you do the burpees, you don't go into a push-up. All I want you to do is thrust back, keeping everything tight, core tight, glutes tight, and then explode up as fast as you can, moving as fast as you can. The key here is breathing. You want to make sure you're breathing throughout the exercise, but again, going as fast as you can and don't stop, keep going. So there you have it. It's my Kettlebell 120 finisher with the burpee burnout. Man, I love this workout because again, it's a full body workout. We're working explosiveness, we're working power, we're working strength and muscular endurance, core strength, flexibility. We're working everything here. So it's a great way to end off your workout or your training session. And again, with the burpee finisher at the end, man, your cardio and heart rate are going to go through the roof. If you like that workout, please click the link below to download my 6 free programs if you're a fighter, or my 1-week program if you are a fitness junkie. All right, and if you're watching this on mobile, again, click the link in the box. Subscribe to this channel and stay tuned next week when I have a brand new workout. I hope you guys enjoy this. I hope you guys enjoy everything. Leave your comments below. Let me know what else you want. And again, I'm Funk Roberts from FunkMMA.com, FunkRobertsFitness.com. But it's your turn to take the Kettlebell 20, take the burpee burnout, and get it done. See you on the other side. Yeah.